Good morning, Kalaivani. Hello, Kalaivani. Good morning. Are you able to hear me?
Hello, Mohan. Good morning for you.
Good morning.
Yes,
Good
I
morning.
can hear you well.
Okay, fine. Let's give a few more minutes.
Yeah,
Meantime,
sure.
others can
Yeah,
join.
I'll wait. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. In the
No problem.
meantime, if you have any questions, please go ahead.
Not now.
Yeah.
Yeah. As and when we move on, I think I will have more questions.
Sure. Good morning, Sunil.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bhavana. Morning, Tarni.
Good morning, Mohan.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Tarni.
Good morning.
Guys, any questions in the meantime? Team joins. Any one of you? Good morning, Vasni.
Good morning, Mohan.
Good morning. Vasmi, is this your first class or yesterday you joined?
I have joined yesterday.
Okay. Can we give few more minutes? Is that fine with you?
Yes.
Good morning, Yusuf.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Okay, team. Let's start. Let the others join. Yusuf, is this your first class or you were in the last batch as well, Yusuf?
I was in the last batch for the first 2 days. I think the course was postponed.
Yeah, I got it. I remember.
Yeah, so it was pushed for 2 weeks, and I joined again.
Yeah.
But I attended the first 3 sessions last time.
Okay. Okay. We will be repeating. Maybe. Yeah. Please bear with me.
Sure. Sure. No issues.
Okay. Please let me know if you are able to view my screen. Okay. Yeah, all we understand that this is a financial accounting package. Basically, it not only holds the financial information. I mean, accounting information. It holds the all the related transactional information as well. Okay, what I mean to say there is an AP purchasing is there. Say, for example, some raw material has been bought. Okay. And when this raw material has been bought, it must have been bought from a vendor or supplier. Okay. And this organization or this particular entity might be providing an invoice also, as we experience. It will have the details like what is the name of the entity for which they are selling, and what is the quantity, what are the payment terms, what is the unit price, how much is the total amount. Okay, and all these things, which includes taxes as well. Then finally we will have the accounting. Okay, now this entire portion, this is called as the transactional information. It will have all the details in fact. Then this accounting part specific to the accounts related, I mean, what are the various heads through which we are representing our transactions. This is transaction. And this is accounting. And these transaction related aspects, we store it in the subledger. This is what we call, and this is accounting information we will find in the ledger listing. Okay. Even this concept holds true in our conventional accounting also. In conventional accounting, what they used to do, they used to record in the separate registers or day books. And this information finally used to pass on to the ledger to have the accounting aspect. Okay, this is the whole concept here. Even in the application also, or subledgers like AP, AR, inventory, assets. Okay, these are some of the not limited to this list, but yes, there are some other subledgers also there, and you have the general ledger. This is how your entire application is being structured actually. Now, what is the so special about it? The speciality is this particular subledger will act as a single source of truth for the transactions. Okay, and accounting or the general ledger will act as the accounting repository for all these transactions. Okay, this is the basic structure. In fact, that is where, if you see on the application also, you have a general accounting app. And by the way, in the application, the general ledger word is being or used as the general accounting. It's a like people can use it like an accounting repository, general ledger, primary ledger, or accounting, simple accounting. Okay, various terms are there. Now, what is accounting? For a moment, what I'll do, just I'll give you one example. Basically, it's not example. It's an equation. Basically, why any organization do business? In 99% of the cases, the primary motive is to earn the profit. Okay, do you agree with me or not? Profit is the motive. And how we arrive at the profit? It's very simple. Sale price minus cost price. This is how, say for example, if a particular product or item, the sale price is say 100 USD and cost is say 80 USD. And what is the profit here? Profit, how we arrive? We arrive the profit equal to sale minus cost. Okay, this is the sorry. This is a very fundamental equation. There is no rocket science in this. Each one of us are familiar with this equation. Okay. Any questions here? Are we familiar with this equation? Yes, no?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what I'll do, I'll break up this cost into further basically. Say I'm manufacturing some pressure cookers. Okay. Why pressure cooker example? It's little bit different. That is the only reason. Otherwise, I would have put something else. Yeah. Say to manufacture one pressure cooker, I need a raw material of say 20. And maybe labor. Labor, I mean, any technocrats or anything, whatever it is, say 30. And advertising and sales expenses are 20. And say taxes, something, or maybe let's not complicate that. Labor, overhead, some space. Okay, how much it is? 70. This is another 30. 70, 10. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Now, if you see, we have this cost represented by various other components like raw material, labor, advertisement, space, and all these things. Okay. Now, let's go on to the sales side also. Say on the sales part, your initial product value is say 90 sale price, and there is a tax of 10, say for example. Okay, here, let me add a line here, add a row. Yeah, this is base sale price, and this is a tax. So what I mean to say is this particular result profit is resultant of these things. In fact, sale minus cost, and again cost has been broken into multiple components and your sale has been broken into multiple components, and the resultant is the profit here. Okay, this is how all the organizations work. Is this clear till now? Any questions here?
How do we get 20 profit when it is 10 profit? Because 10 is tax, right?
One second. This is 80. The sale price is 90 plus 10, madam. It is, say, whenever you are selling, along with the base price plus the tax, you will have the total sale price. Okay. Sale price minus cost, 20 is the profit.
But tax is not profit, right?
Tax is a cost, right? It includes the total overall price. Okay, fine. Let me not complicate the case here. Let me put the sale price as 100. Is this fine? I do not want to complicate the things now. Is this okay?
No, you can explain along with tax, but if we add tax, that wouldn't be considered as profit, right? That's what I'm saying.
See, there are two aspects now. One is your sale price includes the tax as well. Okay, there are two types of taxes would be there. I'll not complicate the discussion now. There are recoverable taxes and non-recoverable taxes. Okay, non-recoverable taxes will lie along with the expenses only. Recoverable taxes we pay to a vendor or supplier and we recover it from our customers.
Okay, you can segregate that and you can add it. That's fine.
Pardon?
You can segregate that and then you can add it. As per what
previously, I did that only, Vasvi. Just I represented in this manner.
Okay.
Yeah. Please concentrate on this one. The total sale price is 100 and cost is 80. So my profit is 20. Okay. Can I move forward? There is a stoic silence. Okay, fine. Now,
can you give an example for recoverable tax? I mean, can you give an example product?
Any tax is recoverable, ma'am, in most of the cases. Are you familiar with India GST? Or even where do you stay? US or any other location?
US.
Okay. In US also, you have various federal taxes, state taxes, county taxes, and all those things are there, right? When we sell something, taxes also include the part of the sale price. You will be paying 100 basically. Okay, this includes a base sale price of 90 and tax 10 you will pay. So what does it mean? Your supplier already paid the tax when he acquired or procured the raw material or any other related factor of production. They paid the taxes, okay? And those taxes, they are recovering it from their customer sale basically. That is what we call it as recoverable tax. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. I do not want to complicate the discussion as of now, but yes, it is what happens basically. Let's concentrate on this profit part now. Okay. When the actual things will come up, I'll take you through a little bit deeper into the recoverable and non-recoverable tax part was.
Okay, Mohan.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Now, if you see, we know very clearly here, I'm spending 20 on raw material, I'm spending 30 on labor, 20 on advertising, 10 on space, whatever it is. Each one of them representing a specific expense actually, or a cost, whatever it is. It is called a representation. TATION. This representation is nothing but an account. We will be having difference of representation. Say even at our personal life also. Say we are paying house rents, we are receiving salaries, we are paying school fee, we are paying domestic expenses. At the same time, we will be receiving some kind of other income like in the form of commissions. Okay, it can be anything, but it is having a specific purpose and object basically. Here it is raw material, then labor, advertisement, space. Okay, all these things we call it as account, which includes your sale price, which include your tax and all these things. This is called an account. Okay, and all these expenses, incomes, everything we capture for an organization. Organization, they call it with the different terms in different places, maybe company at one place, maybe a limited company at one place, an organization, or it may be an enterprise. It can be anything, but yes, this is with reference to an organization which is being spending money and receiving certain income as well. Okay, and the resultant amount is the profit. This is a very basic equation, and the representations are called as accounts basically. Okay, is this clear? Are we good? Any question? If it is clear, I'll little bit go inside deeper. Now,
Clear.
every account we all know we spend in terms of money or monetary value, a specific word if I need to call monetary value. Monetary values are currency in a more precise manner to say. Okay, and how currency or these values are measured? It is with reference to a currency code, basically, say USD or INR or maybe GBP or maybe Canadian dollar. Okay, there are around 188 ISO recognized currency codes are there. Okay, this is with reference to the currency. then in all the transactions, monetary transactions, always it carry a date. They pay you salary for the month of August 2025. We pay the rent for the month of July 2025. We pay the school fee maybe for 6 months or maybe for 1 year. Or today we spend some entertainment expenses for the organization. Always it is point in time or with reference to the time, actually time period. Okay, so date also got the significant component along with these representations this way. Okay, so what are the three main aspects here we are touching upon? One is account, that is a basic representation. The second one is currency and date. So simply if I am putting saying that I bought 20 raw material, it does not make any inference of the data or meaning to the data. Either we need to say we bought 3 tons of raw material worth of 20,000 or $20 million, whatever may be the case. Okay, so the currency representation or the currency measurement is also required. Why? Because due to various external factors, different countries operate in different currencies, different rates, all these other components also we need to take care of in the system, and it always adds meaning along with the date. Say for example 20 USD, if I say 20 USD, there are different values here. Say for example in 1st January 2013 and 25th August 2025, say for example. On this day, $1 to 1 Indian rupee exchange might be here. It is 50, say for example. As on today, it is 87. Okay. Another example is maybe a gram gold is or 1 ounce gold is on specific on these dates. It was around say some $200, say for example. Now it might be around $1,300. Value is also changing actually. Hence, your date gets the another important factor when we are representing these items in the system or when we are recording these entities or events in the system. Okay, let me put a event also. Say, let me go back to this raw material example itself. Raw material. I am buying 4 tons at the rate of say 1000 USD per ton. How much it is? The total value is 4,000. So the total value is 4,000 USD. Okay. Now, raw material will not come into the organization at free of cost. What we need to do? We need to make the payment. Payment means maybe say, let's assume that we are paying cash. Okay. Obviously, we are paying $4,000 as the cash fiscal. Here, what is happening? Your raw material balance is increasing to this extent, value of 4,000 USD, and in the inventory, 4 tons value is increasing. And my cash or bank balance is decreasing to this extent. Why? Because here we are paying. Is this clear? Are we good?
Yeah.
Others, please. It's only Vasavi and Yusuf are acknowledging. Other
Yes.
team members, if you can let me know if you are able to understand this particular thing.
Yes, understand.
It's clear, Mohan.
Okay, thank you. So it may be two simple aspects. It may be more than one aspect also. But yes, something is increasing, something is decreasing. All your accounting runs on this basic concept, increase and decrease only. As of now, just take in this manner. There are types of accounts are there. I'll explain you. There is a section is there for that. I'll take you through the entire detailed discussion along with the application components. Okay. And this is a business event, basically. We are conducting some business, and in business, this is the one of the events. There can be multiple events. Say we are paying salaries, or we are selling a product, or we are paying some commission, we are paying sales expenses, or maybe we are selling something and we are receiving at a later point of time. Okay, or we are paying some advance. Any it can be any kind of business event. All these business events which are represented in the form of money or monetary measurement with reference to the time. Okay, these three things putting together, we call it as an accounting entry, basically. Okay, here this is an account and this is an account. Raw material is an account and cash is also an account, cash or bank. Okay, so this particular at least represented through two accounts and recording debit and credit. Okay, I will not use the words debit and credit as of now, but increase and decrease, both the things in a representation is called an accounting entry. Okay, now let me take little bit further actually. These raw materials, say I am procuring for a company called A Limited. Okay, here if you see this A Limited, the raw material is coming inside the A Limited and cash is being gone out of the A Limited. This is with reference to an organization or an entity or a company or an enterprise. Okay, and profits are calculated at this particular entry only. And we are recording all these business events with reference to an entity or with reference to a company or an organization. Okay, so all my accounting should be at this level. This is called a ledger, where all my accounting events are recorded or where all my business transactions are accounted. It is called a ledger. Okay, simply we define a ledger and all my accounting will be transferred to the ledger basically. This particular portion will lie in the subledger aspect and the accounting entry will be transferred into the ledger with reference to a company. We call it as a limited ledger. Okay, is this clear? Any questions here? Are we good? Are we able to understand this basic concept of accounting?
Yeah, I have a question. Maybe you might answer it in the future, but can a company have many ledgers?
A company can have many ledgers, how they are going to arrange their accounting, how they want to do the reporting with reference to their business transactions and reporting is concerned. Yeah, based on that, they may be having multiple ledgers also. But generally, a company will have one ledger. It depends how they are going to arrange or how each organization is structured. Basically.
Even the intercompany is considered as one ledger or like multi-subsidiaries?
Can you repeat it, Yusuf?
Let's say that intercompany, like one company has different branches across the world.
Huh.
So is this considered as a, because we call it as an intercompany, but is this considered as one ledger or like multiple ledgers?
It depends. Like say, if a particular organization is represented through multiple divisions, okay, and division A is paying the rental expenses of say division B. In that case, we need to clearly propagate that business event into representing these multiple divisions. Okay. In that case, it is a candidate for the intercompany. Okay, let's not complicate the discussion now with this basic accounting. We will look into the intercompany discussion in detail. Yes, but to answer your question, yes, it is available. We can do so. At the end of the day, as a consultant, we need to represent this arrangement in the system. It is called an enterprise structure.
Okay, I get your answer. Thank you so much for answering my
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
I don't
no
want to go
worries.
off topic. I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
go off topic, so you can continue. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So we will definitely discuss. There is a detailed discussion. Okay. Let
So,
me.
Mohan, what is the difference between business event and account entry? So, those transactions, you're making it as an accounting entry, right? So, that every transaction is a business event?
Every transaction, wherever there is a monetary event is there. I'll tell you. Say, if money is not involved, here, say for example, 4,000 USD raw material, 4 tons of raw material at the rate of $1,000 per ton, $4,000. Okay, here what is happening? Money is being transferred. My cash balance, I'm paying cash, and in turn, I'm receiving this raw material. It is both are in the form of monetary value, which you see here. Now, on the other hand, say for example, as a supplier, I'm giving you a simple file which does not carry any monetary value. We are transferring a file from one workstation to another workstation. Just a very hypothetical example. It does not carry any value, their monetary value, say. That we need not account. I understand where your basic question is coming. Your question is coming, what can be a business event basically? A business event where monetary value is involved, and a company, when it is registered, they will have to mention for what kind of business they are going to carry out when running this organization or this enterprise. If you take the case of Microsoft, what they do, they build software or they build operating systems. If you take the case of Oracle, what they do, they build databases and they provide the ERP softwares. If you take the case of General Motors, what they do, they manufacture or assemble motor cars. Okay, if you take the case of Unilever, what Unilever does, they either procure and trade the domestic requirements in the form of many utilities. So in that manner, each company will have a defined business purpose and they will have the business activity. Okay, everybody cannot do everything, right? So they carry out that specific activity, and along with that, it need to be involved along with the monetary representation. That is called a business event. Is this clear?
Yes. So what is the difference between business event and accounting entry?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Here, say this particular transaction, say I am buying or procuring 4 tons of raw material. This is the basic statement. Now, when I am procuring this 4 tons of raw material, it does not come at free of cost, right? Anybody will give it free of cost? No. Even good olden days also, there used to be a barter system. Now, we are measuring that in the form of money, basically, or amount. Is this clear? Now, when money is involved, when I am receiving this 4 tons of raw material, the equal monetary value I need to pay them, right? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
I need a definite yes there.
Yes.
Okay. Now here, if you see, there are 2 aspects involved. One is my raw material balance is increased. Say, let me assume that in the initial phases, my raw material balance is say $0 or 0 tons basically. But once I buy or once I procure this 4 tons of raw material, the raw material balance is getting increased to 4,000 USD or at least 4 tons if I measure in the volumetric terms.
Okay. Yeah.
And to that extent, my cash balance is decreasing. If you see, say previously my cash balance is, say, for example, 10,000 USD. And I'm paying 4,000 USD with reference to this particular transaction of procuring the raw material. Now, what is the balance of after paying this 4,000 to the supplier? 10,000 minus 4,000. 6,000 is my new balance, right? Which is impacted by this particular transaction. So your cash balance is decreasing, right?
Correct.
Okay. This aspect of increasing and decreasing is called an accounting entry. We need to tell the system or we need to tell the organization, yes, your raw material balance has been increased to this extent and your cash balance has been decreased to this extent.
Okay.
How we will say? That is in the form of this accounting entry.
Okay.
Yeah, is that clear?
Yeah, got it. Yeah. Yes,
okay.
it is.
Yeah. Our entire business transactions or all the business events with reference to an organization, okay, for a specific period, they recorded in this manner only. This is the very primary idea behind the accounting basically. One aspect is increasing, another aspect is decreasing. And it is measured with a monetary measurement. That is, in this case, in our example, we have used USD and date you need to refer it. Is this clear? Are we good?
Yes, Mohan. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, fine. Thank you. Now, all this accounting, as we mentioned, it goes into this ledger part. Okay. Now we will see how this is being represented in the system. Okay. Now this is the concept. Now, as a ERP consultant or as an ERP implementer, I would say. Yesterday, someone was asking about the various kinds of roles what we can use into the profession. Just let me give a brief on that, then I'll move on to the further discussion. After completion of this course, right, or maybe once you are familiar with all the things, there are 2 kinds of roles, 3, I would say. One is an implementer. Then as a support consultant. The third one is end user. Okay. Implementer means an individual or a group of consultants who take down the requirements from an organization and they understand that requirement and map it to the application functionality, then configure the solution or prepare the design, then configure the solution according to the design to meet those requirements. Okay. It is an implementation completely. We configure the product, and we train them, we give the application to for the testing purposes to the end users, and they will test the application, then they accept your solution, then they start using it in the regular day-to-day business. It is, we call it as production or live of the application. Once application is live or they start using for the recording of their business transactions, in day-to-day running the business, they may be having certain limitations in form of, say, there are certain errors, or maybe the application is not functioning, or maybe they have certain doubts in the functionality, or they are not able to work on the application. I mean to say skill and capability. In order to meet these kind of limitations, a team will be supporting the customer team. They are called support consultants. Okay. And there is another kind of role is end user, means you are working for an organization and simply you are entering the business transactions into the system, not you are implementing or not providing the service. Okay. My request is each one of you should be either an implementer or at least start with a support consultant. Do not target for the end user. Okay, maybe some of you might be working as an end user, but this is the target where you should reach at least. Okay, so these are the rules. This thing. Is this clear? Are we good?
End user is basically a data entry role.
Not necessarily. Say, for example, a data entry operator enters the data. A manager takes that information from the system and he analyzes further. Maybe he takes some decisions or he reports to his higher authorities. It can be anything. It may not necessarily a data entry operator, but who consumes the information from the system also an end user. Is that clear?
Yeah, Mohan.
Okay. So let me go back into the application. Now here in our entire discussion or presentation, how we structure is, as an end user, we need to carry out certain things. I will show you that aspect also. Say creation of a journal or journal entry, or maybe an AP invoice, or maybe a payment. We will do these things. Then I'll take you through the related configuration also. Okay. Here, in all the cases, we discuss this functionality of the system. Then we will do the configuration as well. I'll take you through the different configuration steps, and in between I'll include these business scenarios just now as how we discussed this entire case. Okay, that is how this thing is structured, this thing. Okay, and this is completely, you will be going through different kinds of new concepts. They may not be for new for all, but yes, definitely this journey is taking you through some of the new concepts or application related concepts. Okay, there would be a lot of learning, maybe unlearning also would be there. Unlearning means the previous concepts might be little changing for you. As far as here, what we are doing, we are taking the business cases and we are relating it with the application functionality, and we are configuring the same within the application. Okay, this is what the entire structure of this curriculum is. Okay, is this clear? So that is the reason I request each one of you at least spend 20 minutes to 45 minutes on a daily basis, whenever it is possible. I know each one of you are occupied with various things, but when you made the decision of investing 1 hour 15 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes for attending these classes, make sure that you are spending 20 more minutes or at least 45 minutes on a daily basis to log on to the application. Just you log on to the application, then automatically your journey starts actually. You will have questions, you will have maneuvering. It's a new journey altogether. Okay, it's a learning process. And if you have any questions, please come back, raise those questions. Do not hesitate to ask the question. Okay, is that clear? Okay, fine. Now, with this background, again, let me log on to the application. In order to log on to the application, what I need to do, the application is provided in this sheet basically. Okay, this is the infrastructure provided by the UnoGeeks. Simply, you can go and copy this URL and put it on a browser. URL stands for the Universal Resource Locator. Okay. This is very simple to log in. Here I am logging in as a user called fin_impl, and there is a password also provided in this particular sheet. Okay. And now I'm on the home screen. Yesterday we had some discussion on this, how the screen is arranged. Now what I'm going to navigate into general accounting. Okay, general accounting is the place where we create journals. Journal means this accounting entry. This is called a journal. They call it as journal entry, journal, okay, or accounting entry. The basic definition or basic meaning of journaling is writing something or recording something, recording an event. Okay. So let me go back to the application. You can use either Firefox or Chrome. On both the browsers, this application works. Yeah. And let me click on this particular journals. Each one of this section is called an app or application. Okay. This is your work area with as far as journals is concerned. And every work area or the functional area, this journal, say for example, here, the access is provided with reference to the ledger basically. Why? Because we have our accounting entry recorded in a ledger basically. So I need to have the access to this ledger. Okay. Yesterday we discussed this access part. Where is that? Building, Wing B, all 5 workstation 12. Okay, you will be provided with an access card. Similarly, say Abdul is the account GL manager. We need to have the access for a specific ledger. Okay. Now, in the similar manner, for this particular user, fin_impl, he is having the access for this US primary ledger. He got access for multiple ledgers. Here, if I click here on this change, okay, and if I click on the drop down, there are so many ledgers are there. He got access for all the ledgers, but yes, it can be restricted to one ledger also. In this case, we are accessing this US primary ledger. Okay, and as far as application capability is concerned, each work area is provided with this dashboard. Now, if you see here, there is journals, and there are 3 tabs are there. One is requiring attention, the second one is incomplete, the third one is import errors. As and when a user enters something in the system, there may be cases, some requiring attention is something is not complete here. Maybe the manager has not approved or rejected the entries. Whatever may be the case here, if you see there is an issue and it's been rejected. This information is updated real time, in fact. Okay, here if you see, go to the second tab, this particular user is yet to complete these things. Okay, like this, in all the cases, the information is readily available. One can come over the moment they visit this page or this section, this information is available. Not only this visual format, actually, there are certain other capabilities on this particular dashboard. Say, for example, there are few columns are here. Say, deb accounted, source, journal batch, accounting period, and issue. So here, as a user, I do not want to have these fields here. What I want to see, I want to put these particular things in the other columns. Okay. Or say, for example, this error date. Okay, I want to sort it out based on the data. If you see, there are two indicators are there, either ascending or descending order. All here in this case, March 24, and it is in the descending order actually. Okay, otherwise, even you can put it in this manner. You can arrange your data. Okay. And say, for example, I do not want to have this accounting period column here. What I can do, I can go inside the application and I can hide that particular thing, say accounting. It goes out. Okay. Or if I want to see all the applicable columns here, what I can do, simply I can go and click on show all. It will come out with all the fields, whatever is available on this particular dashboard. Okay, what does it mean? A user can arrange the view, arrange the data the way they want. Okay, and say, for example, they want to query or they want to have only for a specific period or specific any criteria. There is a query screen is also there. Here, if you see, I can click on this icon, a filter with a thing I selected just now, and I want to see the entries for say 12/24, the accounting period. Okay, so if you see here, it is filtering out only for the 12/24. Okay, like this, the data can be queried on this particular screen also. Okay, now everything had come back. Not only this, I can export onto an Excel all this information. How? You see there is an icon here, export to Excel. Okay, let me click on that. And here in this case, this export file on my system, it's being exported to my downloads system. And I can click on this and I can open this Excel file. Okay. Are you able to view my screen? This Excel file, whatever I have uploaded or imported onto an Excel?
Yes, Mohan.
Yep.
Okay. So generally, accountants are very much they like to work on Excel sheets. In fact, why? Because it is easy to maneuver and it is easy to analyze the things. And one more point also, as an implementer, as a consultant, right? You need to acquire little bit Excel skills also. It is good. Why? Because if something need to analyze or some data need to be exported or need to view, it is good always. Why? Because your end users would be using Excel thoroughly. Okay, just develop the basic skills. Let me close this Excel and again go back to the application. Okay. So this is a dashboard. In each and every application got these kind of dashboards. In some cases, it is one dashboard. In some cases, it is multiple dashboards. Okay. Then, if you see here, there is one task pane is there. Tasks. If I am hovering my mouse, just extreme right side, just above the middle of the screen, there is this rectangle with 3 lines are there. and I'm using my left mouse to click on that. And if you see, there are multiple sections are there: journals, reconciliation, allocations, import, subledger accounting. All these are functionality. And in each of these sections, right, you have the tasks actually. Tasks means a specific functionality. Create journal is a task. Manage journals is a task. Okay, like this, there are multiple tasks are there. Okay. And if I click on this create journal, it will take me to accounting entry or journals creation screen. Okay, are you able to view my screen? Is it visible to all?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
fine.
Yeah.
Now here, if you see, there is one create journal is there. Okay, it got different sections, and we will go through one by one. Now, already we discussed that ledger is the place we are going to have the accounting entries. That is fine. Ledger is like you can relate it with as a register or maybe a book. Okay, a notebook basically. In either the case, either the way you can remember, and every book or register, it will have various pages and various sections basically. Okay. Similarly, here also it's been arranged into different batches, and within the batch a journal would be there. Let me give an analogy here. Say a book is there. In that book, you have say 10 chapters. Okay, maybe first chapter is introduction. Then second one is content, say components. Any way your chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, like that. Okay, arranged. Similarly, Mohan is the user, and he is entering say 10 business events as an accounting entry. He is entering into the system. He wants to keep all his information at one place. So what he can do, he can enter them in one chapter or maybe in one batch basically. Okay, this batch is it's a repository, or it's a category, or it's a folder for whatever the journals are entered by Mohan, say as on a particular date. Say for example, today's date is 10th September 2025. This is one example. Maybe another one is all expenses related things. Maybe I want to create as one batch. Okay, all the JV symbols. Okay, so this batch is a grouping together. It may contain one journal entry or accounting entry, or it may contain multiple accounting entry also. What is the use of it? It will provide you for the easy retrieval and a specific identification as well, and you can have multiple controls at this level. Okay, let me go into the JV page. Say I'm giving a JV name called UNG, stands for UnoGeeks, and our batch is say 700. 700 means 7 a.m. basically. Okay, and let me put a date or something, say 10 September 2025. This is the batch name I have given. You can enter a description. Okay, and here I am entering an actual business name. Okay, when I choose to enter an accounting entry in this format, it is always defaulted to the actual business scenario. Okay, and what are the other types of balance types are there? There is another balance type called encumbrance, which is a notional one actually. Let me get back to you at a later point of time. I do not want to complicate the discussion now. Okay, and the creation of the journals directly a user can create from here. This is called a manual JV. or manual accounting entry. Maybe I want to enter them in an Excel kind of utility and upload into the system. It is called a spreadsheet. We will see going forward how to use that utility. Then in some cases, what happens, we bring this information from the subledgers also. Subledger, I mean, if I go back to my discussion, right, here, wherever we are going to include this transaction information. Okay, even from subledgers also, system will create this accounting entry and automatically it would be available in the general accounting section when we transfer that accounting from subledgers to the general ledger. Okay, that is the how we can create. Now I'm creating it as a manual JV. If you see here, the source is manual. All these things are automatically provided by the system. Okay, these are the default values. In fact, if you see source, approval status, fund status, all these things. Now, how these things can be automated, we will see. Some of them are system architecture related aspects provided by default, and certain things based on our configuration, it's been provided. Okay, here if you see, the accounting period is defaulted to the September 25 here. Okay, it is defaulted. I have not entered here. Always system defaults the latest open accounting period here. Okay, opening and closing means when you open a period, you are authorizing the end user to enter the accounting entries into that particular period. Basically, period, I mean the reference, time reference here. Okay, say for example, something we are creating in January. January period is from 1st January to 31st January. It is the period in the particular accounting period. Year period is January, and accounting date is, it can be anything between from 1st January to 31st January. Okay, here when I am creating a batch, it defaults to the latest open period. Okay, and the next one is, there is one attachments is there. What is this attachment? Attachment is any supporting document or any supporting URL or maybe some text you want to provide along with this entry, right? Accounting entry, you can attach as a user. Say, as of now, there is nothing. But if I'm clicking on this plus icon, this particular sheet is open, and you can, what type of attachments you can have? A file, maybe text, or even URL also. Okay, say in this case, say for example, I want to attach a file. Click on that browse, and here, say for example, say new text document, attach. Similarly, any supporting document, it can be attached, and there can be provided some description also, say test attachment. Okay, it will give you the audit trail also, which user has attached by, and this is a timestamp, date along with the time list. Okay, say okay. Okay, in the next time, whenever a particular user is accessing this particular JV, this attachment is available as a supporting document. And source is manual. Here, if you see, there is an approval status is required. Okay, what does it mean? Say here, Mohan is the data entry operator. Okay, he entered some data or accounting entry basically. And say Tarani is the accounts manager, GL manager. Here, Tarani has to validate, or she has to authorize this, whatever the data has been entered by Mohan. Okay, even in normal case also, we see that the managers or superiors, they authorize the information, whatever we enter in the system, or they authorize a business event. Here also, it is the same case. Okay, she has to approve it. Okay, here it is saying clearly approval is required. If something is entered here, it needs to be approved by the manager of in_IM. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'm stopping the session here today. If you have any questions, please go ahead. Let's catch up with the next discussion tomorrow. Any questions, please go ahead. Bhavana, Kalaivani, Sunil, Tarani, Vasavi, Yusuf, any specific point you want to discuss or anything you want to highlight or some clarifications, any feedback?
No, Mohan, not for me. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Anything you want to discuss, please go ahead. No worries. Yes, Bhavana. Or somebody went unmute. Oh, okay, fine. Even if you have any questions also, please let me know. Okay. And or even tomorrow session also you can ask me. Right. If there are no further questions, I'm winding up the session here, or at least I'll wait another a few minutes for any questions. Please touch base with.
Hi, Mohan.
Yes. Yeah, Bhavana, go ahead.
As I told you yesterday, no, I have a career gap. I'm from accounting background only, but to have a stable career in tuition, what can I expect from this, Mohan?
Yeah,
I
definitely you
practiced
can.
for quite a some time, but not getting the overall view on 5 modules.
You will have the view once you complete this training on all the 5 modules. Definitely, Bhavana, it helps.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely, it helps. I'll take you through. At least I'll enable you where you are seeing yourself. Definitely, yes.
That's what I'm confused a little bit. After practicing also, why I'm not getting view something like
You
that.
are feeble. Can you come a bit closer to the mic, please, Bhavana?
Yeah, it's okay. Am I audible now?
Yeah, and now it's better.
Okay. That's what I'm, confusion state. Okay. After practicing for quite a time also, I'm not able to attend the interviews. So that's why I joined classes.
Definitely, it helps, Bhavana. Why? Because here I don't leave or I don't touch upon only the application aspect. I'll touch upon the business related events, then I'll take you through the application. That's what I do, so that easily you can relate to the application aspects as well as business related things. That is the primary objective. In that way, only one will be able to enable actually. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Definitely, it helps.
thank
In
you so
fact,
much.
even if you observe yesterday's and today's discussion also,
Yeah,
I'm touching upon the basic concepts. Then only I'm going into the application.
yeah. I'm
Anyway, it
familiar
should
with
help.
this.
Pardon?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with this
Ha,
Oracle system, but
ha.
see, some kind of things doesn't work well with me during
No,
interviews.
it's okay. No, don't worry about it. At least put some little effort. Things should be fine. You should be able to do that. You are equally
Yeah,
capable with like anybody. If I am able
yeah,
to learn this thing, why not you?
yeah.
Definitely, yes. No doubt about it. It is not a rocket science in the first place. No. The entire
Yes.
application, we know most of the things. The only thing is that relation part. We need to establish that familiarization. That's it. Otherwise,
Okay.
everybody knows what is money and what is increase, what
Yes.
is decrease, and what do we do, what is the information, all we all know, no doubt about it. In one or the other way,
Yeah.
we were exposed and we will be exposed.
Yeah.
So definitely it will help. The only thing is, yes, as I requested previously, you need to put little effort, maybe at least 20 minutes. Start with 20 minutes. I know there
Okay.
are various responsibilities are there. Definitely, yes. But when we are thinking in that direction and we want to make or we want to initiate certain change, right? That little effort is required. Why? Because we are all humans and we work with inertia. You know inertia, right? You
Yeah.
need to apply little force, actually, Newton's third law.
Yes. Yes.
So not third law, I think first law, I believe. I'm not a
Anything.
science. Yeah.
Third
So
law, for every reaction, there is an opposite reaction.
yes. So little effort, man. It should help. Definitely, you people are capable to achieve that.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
That is the only thing I'm concerned, right?
No, definitely it helps.
Yeah. Thank you, Mohan. That's
Yeah.
all
Thank
from
you, ma'am. Any other questions? Kalaivani, Sunil, Tarani, Vasvi, Yusuf.
No.
Okay. Please touch base with the admin team or even Prasad or other team members to complete the further formality so that we can go further. Tomorrow, let's catch up at the same time, 7 a.m. India time.
Thank you, Mohan. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mohan.
Thank you.